Welcome, friends, to Boiler Room Detective Channel. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. This case is the case of the moving no heat call. The technician who told me this story made me believe he was directly involved in solving the problem. But I'm questioning this now as others have told me the same story in different ways. Perhaps it's just an urban legend for the boiler community. In any event, I wanted to share the story with you because if it's true, it's one of the most imaginative yet sneaky tales I've ever heard. The commercial building had a two-pipe hydronic system with cast iron radiators. Each radiator had a pneumatic control valve connected to a wall thermostat. The comfort complaints started right after the new boiler was installed. The problem was confusing. It was only one radiator that was cold. The radiators both upstream and downstream had heat. The tech told me he visited the building and confirmed the radiator was not heating. He knelt at the side of the radiator and opened the manual air vent. Only water and no air came from the vent. It was not an air problem. Next, he turned the thermostat down and heard the air pressure building. He turned it up and listened to the thermostat bleeding air. He felt the radiator and it was getting warm. Oozing with confidence, he declared that he fixed the problem. The valve must have been stuck closed, he thought. The next day, the owner called and said the radiator a few rooms away was cold. The problem is moving, the owner said. Rather than wasting time venting air, he chose a method that fixed the last room. He turned the thermostat down and then up. Feeling the radiator, he smiled as it was heating. The next day, a different radiator was cold. The tech told the owner how he fixed the last two, and the owner tried it. He called later, saying it worked. The boiler replacement project was awarded to the low bidder, a contractor known to cut corners and have high employee turnover. According to several of the other tradespeople, the owner and the lead installer used to get in loud, screaming arguments. Several times, the other workers thought those two would get into a physical altercation. One day, the owner and the installer were once again fighting, this time on the phone. The next thing everyone knew was the installer tossed around some of the tools and blueprints and walked off the job. Another installer was brought in to finish the project. Which leads us to now. The service tech got a call a few weeks later by the owner who said that one whole zone was down and needed help. The tech traced the issue and suspected the strainer was plugged. He flushed the strainer, then disassembled it, and out fell a ping pong ball. Everything suddenly clicked. The ping pong ball would float along the water, and when the closest radiator valve downstream opened, the ping pong ball would rush to the radiator supply piping and plug it. As long as the valve was open, it would prevent water from going into the radiator. When the tech lowered the thermostat setting, the valve closed and the ping pong ball would continue its downstream adventure to the next radiator valve. The ping pong ball's journey ended when it hit the strainer on the inlet to the pump. This was without a doubt one of the most ingenious ways to drive a technician crazy, and I had to admire the ingenuity of the disgruntled installer. If you would like to contact me, my contact information is here. In addition, I have two websites. Brewingwithsteam.com is focused on steam systems for breweries and distilleries. It includes a monthly blog about steam issues inside a brewery. My other site is fireiceheat.com. It's my company's website and shows some of our capabilities. I've authored 12 books on boilers and they are available on Amazon. My technical articles are included in these industry publications. Thanks for stopping by Boiler Room Detective, and I'll see you on the next case.